For the sake of argument, let's assume that global warming / climate change is indeed a hoax, that every scientist in the world is being bribed with tons of money to say that fossil fuels are killing the planet. So that all said, I still don't know why we aren't trying to use / invest in renewable energy anyways. This isn't a tree-hugging hippie point of view, this is a pragmatic I want electricity for the future point of view. So everyone knows where fossil fuels come from, right? It's in the name. Fossil fuels. You do realize that eventually they'll be depleted, right? As in, it literally takes millions of years to make this stuff, and we're using it faster than it's being made. The main arguments I hear against wind power and solar, etc., is that they're too unreliable, that sometimes the wind stops blowing or clouds cover the sun. I also hear that people who work in the mining / oil industry don't know anything else, and that pulling them from those very same jobs for a different profession would just end badly. And you know what? You're technically correct. But you know what else would end badly for those people in those very same jobs and professions? An empty coal mine. Do you think an empty coal mine is more reliable for both power and job growth? Do you think all those empty mining towns or abandoned oil rigs are just waiting for the fossil fuels to come back and regrow? How reliable is a coal plant without any bloody coal? This isn't an argument of what's cheaper, it's an argument of what we'll do once we run out of non-renewable resources. Are we just going to keep digging hoping for another oil rush? Or should we look for alternatives that we can keep using while we still have the chance and power to do so? Okay, how about this? Instead of the government throwing away money at an industry that we know for a fact is finite, how about we start sending it to renewable energy? How about we improve the technology so it can be more widely used? How about using some of that money to give those miners an affordable education or a proper pension so that they can survive or learn to do other stuff? You want job growth? How about jobs for construction workers, engineers, or scientists that do stuff for renewable energy or energy storage solutions? Hell, the fact that renewable energy is becoming better and better without government assistance while fossil fuels are getting all those subsidies while still dying should tell you the direction we're going in. You want to know what else wasn't great, efficient, or safe when it first came out? Coal power! But we didn't just ignore it and continue to use horses. No, we invested and developed the method of mining, refining, and usage of coal until it was more efficient and safer than before. So once again, ignoring the environmental aspects of the argument and assuming that climate change is all a sham, we should still be worrying about oil running out. And of course, this is all ignoring nuclear energy, specifically thorium. Look it up, people. Renewable energy isn't a war on fossil fuels. Computers weren't a war on typewriters. Cars weren't a war on horses. Fossil fuels are just that. Fossils, a relatively soon-to-be outdated source of power. And we need to update while we still can. Now, before anyone says it, yes, I'm fully aware that the computer, the internet, all that stuff is probably being powered by coal as we speak right now. But you know what? People who invested in cars still probably use horses when cars didn't exist. People who wanted to lose weight still eat food. People who want to live in a better world still have to live in the world they are in right now. My point is, even if climate change is false, we'll eventually run out of oil and need to harness the sun eventually. Or nuclear power or whatever. End of rant. Ah.